Good morning students. Let us continue with the further explanation. Today we are going to learn about Earth and the solar system. Sun is a star from which light and heat are being continuously emitted. Okay, so Sun is a star continuously emitting heat and light from it. Some heavenly bodies revolve round the Sun on a fixed path. They are called planets. And all the heavenly bodies revolve round the Sun in our solar system. Sun had 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So these are the name of the planets. Now see this table. Now Pluto is not a planet. Students, earlier when we were small, that time we were learned that we are having 9 planets. The ninth one was Pluto, but now Pluto has been removed from our solar system. The reason is to decide the definition of planets in Czech Republic, 2500 scientists from countries took part in the International Conference of Astronomy. After deciding the definition of planets, scientists have found that Pluto is not a planet according to the definition. Okay, so scientists found that Pluto is not a planet according to their definition of planet. So they have been removed Pluto from our solar system. See, this is the diagram of figure of solar system. They are arranged according to their distance from the Sun. The nearest planet is Mercury. See student, this is the Sun. Nearest to it is, the first one is Mercury. Okay, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, and the 7th one is Uranus, and the last one is Neptune. There are some heavenly bodies that revolve around the planets. They are called satellites. So the planets and the satellite are lighted by Sun. Sun, planets and satellites together make the solar system or the solar family. So there are some heavenly bodies also that are revolving around the planets. So they are called satellites, and satellites and planets, all this together make Sun also solar system or the solar family. Now the satellites are of two types: natural satellites, that is Moon, and artificial satellites, that is Aryabhatta, Bhaskar and Apple. Okay, so the heavenly bodies which revolves around any planet are called natural satellite, and the only natural satellite in our space or in our this thing is Moon. Apart from Mercury and Venus, all other planets have their own natural satellite. The Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. Okay, Moon is only the natural satellite of the Earth. Rest all are the man-made or artificial satellites. Any man-made celestial bodies that revolves around the planet and are sent into space with the help of rockets are called artificial satellites of the Earth. Figure 1.5. See this figure 1.5, 3 artificial satellites are there. All these are sent into space via rockets. Okay, so they are the artificial satellites. Okay. These artificial satellites serve various purposes such as telecommunications, weather forecasting and gathering of information regarding the geography of Earth. So students, these artificial satellites are sent into the space via rockets to gather informations like weather forecasting and telecommunication, and lots of other scientists are doing, astronauts are doing lots of other researches regarding space and other things. Nextly, we come towards 1.4, basic needs of life on Earth. First one is food. You know that our basic need of life on Earth are the three, that is food, water and air. The first one is food. All living beings do work. Everyone requires energy to do work. The living beings obtained energy from the food they eat. Why do you feel hungry on returning home after playing? The energy of our body tends to decrease after playing. In order to retrieve back the lost energy, food is necessary. Human beings and animals obtain their food from the plants, material and from other animals. But green plants manufacture their own food with the help of CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and H2O, that is water, in presence of sunlight. So students, we all need food, and we all love food also. So among all of us, food is very necessary for our living. All living beings are doing some of the other work, and for doing that work we need energy. And from where the energy is coming? From that whatever food we are eating. You might have noticed that whenever you go out for playing and somewhere else, after coming from playing, you are shouting, kid, mummy, mummy, we want food. Why you want food? Because you're feeling down, you're feeling hungry, you want some energy, so that's why you want food. Okay, so we are using the food, eating the food to get energy. Okay, but green plants, actually the green plants are the only manufacturer of food in this world. They are called producer. They are only producer in this world who is producing their own food. We are not producing our own food, we are consuming the food whatever are produced, but green plants produce their own food with the help of carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight, and we are consuming and we are consuming that green plants. Nextly, we come to water. Water is necessary for existence. Existence means for our survival. We are here because of water. Without water, life is not possible. Green plants and all plants, animals, in addition to food, also require water for their survival. A large proportion of the total weight of living being constitutes of water. That is 70% of body weight. Water is very important for all the major activities and various processes taking place in the system of the living being. So students, water is very important for our living lives. You might have noticed whenever light is going on, and whenever there is a little shortage of water, we feel uncomfortable and we are not feeling good. So that's why water is very essential for our body. 70% of our body weight is water. Water is important for all the biological activities of our body, and not for us only, also for all the living beings in this world. Nextly, we come towards air. Apart from food and water being the necessities, living being also requires air for their survival. Why they require air for the survival? Because we breathe in air. You must have noticed from your experience that while being in water, one cannot stay in water for a long time. Obviously, we cannot breathe in water. Similarly, one can experience breathlessness when completely covered with a blanket. Living beings take in O2 from the surrounding air. Why air is necessary? Because it has oxygen in it. Coming to the next 1.5, the Earth, a unique planet of the solar system. Students, if you remember, before starting this chapter, I told you that our Earth is a unique planet. Why it is unique planet? Unique planet because it supports life. It is the only planet in our solar system which supports life. Why? Because it has oxygen in its air and water in its surface. Okay. So, of all the 8 known planets in the solar system, Earth is only planet where life exists. The following features suggest why the Earth is considered as the unique planet of the solar system. See the first point, the hydrosphere of the Earth is ideal for the life of human beings and other living organisms. Hydrosphere means the part which consists of water. That hydrosphere is ideal for the life of human beings and other living organisms. Students, we have read that in the basic needs of life on the Earth, among them is one of the water. Water is very essential for all the living beings. That's why it is because of water also our Earth is a unique planet. Its atmosphere shows the presence of oxygen gas, O2 gas, which is necessary to maintain the sustainability of life on Earth. Students, without oxygen we will not be able to survive. Basic needs of life on the Earth is along with the water, air is also very important for us because we breathe in air and air contains oxygen. The atmosphere serves as a protective covering that protects us from extremes of temperature. So our atmosphere, earlier we have learned that atmosphere is the sheet of blanket around us towards our head. It protects us from harmful UV rays and extreme temperature of the sun also. Fourth point, water, which is a necessity of life, exists here in a huge proportion in various forms, that is ice, water and water vapor. I told you that I showed you the globe, and in the globe more than 70% and near about the 70% water is there in the Earth, which is perfect for survival of the life. The Earth therefore is the only planet that provides all the basic necessities of life, that is food, water, air, to all the living beings. Students, here we have ended our explanation. for today. Next class we are going to do this assignment work, this objective exercises, and I am going to give you some question answers also. Till next class, thank you.